So today we're here at Gender Odyssey, and it's this really cool conference here in Seattle, and it's about gender and transgender and gender fluid and gender queer and all sorts of gender spectrum stuff. Join me! Alright, here we go.
Thanks for taking the time to talk to me. Why don't you first tell me your name, spell your name for me, and tell me about the organization that you're with.
So that talk was about stepping into the media spotlight, and it was about like how to be prepared, how to answer the questions appropriately, and how to best represent yourself, the organization you're working with, or those who you are talking about. So then at the end we did some mock interviews, and that was what you saw at the end, was a mock interview being given. It was interesting because when I'm interviewed I have very personal questions as an artist, and the mock interview that was done was very much a statistical kind of interview. It was about PrEP, a drug that prevents HIV, and it was just interesting to listen to the comparisons between the questions that were asked there and the questions that were asked to me. And it was kind of eye-opening for me because now I know what I kind of have to focus on when it comes to interviews and stuff. So good talk, let's go get lunch. I decided to come to Pike Place for lunch. Let's go walk around the market. I was not expecting the market to be this busy. No, I'm looking for something fresh. We're on the hunt for vegetables, fruit, and just munchies, nama. Alright, now I'm on the hunt for crackers. I got an avocado, some oranges. I don't know if I'm gonna find crackers here. Alright, so there's this little World grocery store a couple blocks over. So let's go over there, get some crackers, and we'll have our avocado, crackers, and oranges for lunch. I totally forgot. It's also Seafair weekend. I just saw a couple biplanes going by in formation that I didn't have my camera out to record. But if you're at Seafair weekend, I'm really jealous of you because this is the second year in a row I've missed Seafair, and I've never seen an air show before, and I really want to see an air show. So, but maybe next year.
I've been doing them longer than everybody else in the US. And some of my numbers are probably, certainly in my male female practice, are probably some of the largest in the world as a single surgeon because I've been doing this so long.
Well, it was a little uncomfortable, but it was worth it. It was good to educate myself on what's out there, who to avoid, and what to look for. And so, yeah, I definitely think that talk was a good talk. Alright, now we're going to go to the US Trans Survey talk, and we're going to be discussing the statistics behind that. So let's go to that now.
I'm the Director of the National Center for Transgender Equality, and I'm on the research team for the US Trans Survey.
So the US Trans Survey talk, that was really good. There's a bunch of numbers I have here for you. That's pretty exciting. There were 28,000 people, trans people, that were surveyed. Out of those 28,000, they released a bunch of information about the bathroom bill to help lawyers and those fighting it. And I love these numbers. 59%, 6 out of 10 trans people avoided bathrooms for fear of harassment. 31% avoided eating to avoid the bathroom. And 12% have been harassed in some way, shape, or form in the bathroom. And so it's terrible that there's just that many people that are not using the bathroom. That's a right that we have to use the bathroom. And this is shocking as well. So the suicide rate for clinical depression is about 20%. And with trans people, that number is double. 41% of trans people have attempted suicide. Ridiculous. Something needs to change.
Her visibility and that wide reach to tell the story. She wants to help people live their truth without shame or terror. Please welcome the talented, creative, down-to-earth, fun-loving, compassionate, not to mention exquisitely beautiful Gina Rossetto.
You know, on the way here, I was walking here in my head, Formation was playing. Getting ready to get information.
Alright, so Gina, or G as she goes by, was fantastic, and I'm going to take 5 minutes tonight to talk to her. But for right now... Hi, Sophia! Sophia and I are going to go to dinner and catch up. So the next thing you'll see is the cocktail party that we're going to tonight. Well, let's go right now! Okay, so... I didn't go to the cocktail party because it was just like, I don't know, I just wasn't really feeling it. I got back from dinner and I walked up there and I was like, I don't really want to talk. I just kind of want to go back home and like, I don't know, lay in bed and relax. I would say watch an episode of Game of Thrones, but I'm not doing that anymore because I'm all caught up. So, darn it, I can't wait for season 7 too. Alright, so anyway, tonight was fantastic. This day was fantastic. It was really awesome. All these talks were just spectacular, and like I didn't learn a whole lot throughout the day, but it was good to like sit in that kind of space. Again, it was very much like college lecture-y, and I appreciate that kind of space, but I never really like enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. So I really do appreciate that kind of talk in that space. I felt like a lot of it was a little more like Trans 101 kind of stuff. Yeah, so like a quick recap of them all. Alright, so I started today with the stepping into the media spotlight, which, you know, I pretty much talked on really well earlier today, and I kind of was able to do that because my morning was really thin, but my afternoon was a little heavier. So I'm not going to recap that one. But the other two, the second one was the male to female surgery options. And that one is really cool because like there's also waist reduction surgery, which I didn't know was a thing. Like liposuction, but like for the waist. And so I'm kind of debating about, well, not debating, but it was an interesting thought to have like, you know, like, oh, that's possible, because that's like it's a very minor dysphoric thing for me, but it's prevalent, and I'm just kind of like, it doesn't really matter if it's there, but it'd be kind of cool if it wasn't, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. So, yeah, so that's gone, or that's that. It's not gone yet. And then there were other things as well, like the, obviously the vaginoplasty, penile inversion, all that stuff. It was really eye-opening because, like I said earlier, there's a lot of things that you need to start looking out for. One of the biggest takeaways from that talk was there's a lot of surgeons that are really getting on this kind of train, if you will, and so there's a lot of mistakes going on. There's a lot of complications that are happening, and I can't remember his name. The doctor from Arizona, he was up here for the conference today. He was the one giving the talk, the surgeon from Arizona, and he was saying that there's a lot of prolapses going on right now, which is, to me, kind of the scariest thing that could happen with that kind of surgery. And so, like, that's caused by new surgeons, and it's a good thing and a bad thing. You know, we have inexperienced surgeons, but we have more people doing it. So, you know, just do your research before you decide to have that surgery. And then, you know, there's like facial feminization, breast augmentation. Like, all these words are hard for me because I'm not in that community, the medical community, so I'm just like, Alright, so the last talk was the US Trans Survey talk. And I told you the statistics a little bit on that one, but hot damn, like, seriously, there is so much going on with that survey. Like, it's gonna just really revolutionize the way the United States sees trans people. And it was not gonna be an overnight thing, but it's gonna happen quickly. And there's a lot of data out there that's coming out that's really gonna be eye-opening. I told you some of the very, like, early report statistics that they kind of rushed out. You know, for the bathrooms and everything like that. But, like, there's so much, there's, like, I don't know, I don't know survey statistic terminology, but there were 28,000 participants. And between those 28,000, there were 70 possible answers. And so if, like, you multiply the two together, it comes out to over 3 million. So there, I think that's like the variables, or, you know what, don't I'm not even gonna pretend like I know what I'm talking about here, in the sense that I don't know these terminologies. This is way outside of my knowledge. But there's like something like over 3 million possible combinations for the answers and the people taking them. And that to me is just incredible. And so they exhaust their resources to get all these answers and to report all these findings. But obviously from that amount, there still could be possible results that we just don't know of yet. And so what they're doing is they're going to release all of the data as well. And so if you're a statistician or somebody who knows a lot more than surveys and data than I do, because I don't know anything about it, when that survey comes out, like in the next week, maybe 2 weeks, if you want to request that, you can. And then, you know, it's totally free. They'll give it to you, and you can work on that data as much as your heart desires. You can go through all 3 million combinations and figure it all out for yourself. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of the recap of today. It was a really cool day, and I'm really happy I've gone to this, gone to the Gender Odyssey conference. It's my first conference ever, and I've never done anything like this before. So I really am looking forward to more conferences and doing more of these things as time goes on. And yeah, this is a great one to start with because it's with my peeps. So yeah. Alright everyone, there's a lot of stuff left this weekend. Tomorrow we have a couple more talks. Sunday we have one talk, so I'm going to merge the 2 vlogs together. And then you know what, like after that I'm going to do an update video on the vlogging channel, because there's a lot of things that I'm working on and that I want to share with you, and that, you know, you're just going to have to wait and see what it is. So, alright everyone, thank you all so much for watching, and leave a comment down below, and if you've been to the Gender Odyssey conference or anything like that, let me know what you think, because I want to hear other people's opinions. I didn't get to really talk to anybody today, so if you were there, like, if you're there too, come say hi. Yeah, say hi to me, I'll be walking around all day. Alright everybody, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I turned off the camera, set the camera down, picked it up again, and turned it back on because I forgot something. There's going to be a special appearance in tomorrow's vlog. So this photo that I posted on my Instagram account the other day was taken from this building, and while we were up there, we were watching this ship do practice runs in the Sound, and it was kind of cool because they were like spraying water 50, 60, 70, I don't know, 100 feet in the air.